Hi, everybody. All right, let's get going with our Facebook Live. Hi, Christine. Great to see you. Go live on the Facebooks, live on the Facebooks. How's everybody doing? I'm so glad to see you all. We have so much to discuss for today. Oops. Okay. Okay, more with the Facebooks, share on my page, share on my name. Go live, go live, go live, go live. We're going live, we're going live. It's live happening now. What happened to my hand? We're live happening now. Live, live, live inside your mind. We're going live inside your mind. What happened to my hand? Okay, that was my little opening number for today. How's everybody doing? How you feeling? Go ahead and type into the chat. Like, just give me like on a scale of 1 to 5, 1 being I'm terrible and 5 being I feel great. Let me know how you're doing. 1.3. Oh dear. Okay, well, let's see if we can't pump you up a little bit more. I will explain what happened to my hand. But let's start with our breathing, right? And just as I'm so happy to be here, I'm so happy to have you here. And Joe, I think this is great. Okay, so hi, everybody. It's the injured Sam Bennett here with Veronica Gazzardi from therealsambennett.com, and welcome to this, our weekly Facebook Live. I am so excited to be with you here today. Veronica says thump, I know. It's not exactly a clap, it's a thump. Good rhythm. Let's start with our breathing. Let's start with centering in to this present moment. Let's start with acknowledging the truth of where you are and what your body is feeling and what's making your mind race and what's making your feelings spike. And just take a picture of it. Just settle into this moment instead of racing off to the next thing. Instead of squelching your feelings or trying to silence your thoughts, just let them be for a second. Become a peaceful observer of yourself, right? So the thought is, I appear as this now. I notice this now. Notice the shape of your body in the air. Notice the uniqueness of you. There's only one of you. There's only ever been one of you. There will only ever be one of you. You are unreplicable, irreplaceable, necessary, and loved. So let your belly go really soft. And let's inhale, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, go ahead and make a little sighing sound. It feels so nice. Thank you. Thank you for doing that with me. Let me turn off my alarm that's telling me it's time for me to do my Facebook Live. So it doesn't ring again. Turn off. Okay. Hi, everybody. I'm so glad you're here. So first I'll tell you what happened to my hand, because I know you're wondering. As some of you who've been with me a lot recently know, I've been living with long haul COVID over the last 6 months, which means that I've barely gotten out of bed. My father died 2 weeks ago, And I've been here in Connecticut. That's where I am now. I'm not at home, obviously, in my office. And the other day I was making garlic scape pesto, like you do. And I was doing it with an immersion blender, and it was too thick. It got gunked up underneath. And my sister has a different immersion blender than I have at my house. So I went to just, scoop out the bottom so the blade would go more clearly and or without getting gunked up. And my finger must have hit the little button, and the blade caught my finger. So it actually broke the tip of my index finger. It broke the bone, and really seriously damaged the nail and cut my finger. So it's just my index finger here. And they had to remove the nail, which I know is making everybody go, ew, I know, it's really cringy. And it's possible that it's going to grow back really wonky. I might have a wonky nail for the rest of my life, but we'll see. So it doesn't hurt that much. It's really just bandaged up this much, so to prevent any kind of infection. I'm on some very heavy duty antibiotics, and really, we needed a hole in the head, but I'm just grateful it wasn't worse, and grateful to live in a world with good doctors. So that's what happened to my hand. It's a little crazy. It never rains, but it pours, right? Okay. I've promised you today 2 unconventional ways to get out of your own way, because let's face it, this second guessing is killing you. This procrastination is wearing you out. This fantasy world that you're living in, where you're like, yeah, I'm going to get to that. I really am. I really want to. It's not happening. Right. So today is it's going to be a little bit of a bucket of cold water over your head, which I find very refreshing. I love cold water. I like a cold water plunge. I like swimming in the ocean when it's cold. Maybe it's my Viking blood. I don't know. But I want us to get really real here for a minute, because here's what's happening, right? You get, you have a desire to do something, you have a little thought that's like, oh, I should do that, or I want that, or that would be fun, or I would like that, or that seems interesting to me. And, you have plenty of those thoughts one time and then they float away. Fine, no big deal. But sometimes you have that thought a second time, and sometimes you have it a third time. And once you have had the same thought 3 times, that's it. That's your divine, invitation from God. And sometimes it's not you saying it. Sometimes it's other people, right? It's other people saying, hey, would you teach a class on that? Or, hey, could I hire you to do this? Or, hey, could you, tell me more about this thing? Or, oh, wow, would you write down that thing you just said? That was really helpful to me. Sometimes it's coming through other people. And here's what's happening now, right? You have this desire expressed 3 times, either from you to yourself or from other people to you. But then you get caught up in self-doubt, right? I don't know if I can do it. I'm not sure it's really the right time. They probably are just being nice. I'm afraid. I don't really want to. I'm not equipped. I don't know. I'm not an expert. And then you end up in regret, right? And what do we hear from people who work in hospice? The number one deathbed regret of people is, this kills me. They say that they wish they had done more of what they wanted to do. They wish they had lived their lives more for themselves and less for what they thought other people wanted of them. They wish they had lived their lives more for themselves than what they thought other people wanted of them. Don't be that person. When you get to the end of your days, and I hope it's a long time from now and very peaceful, but it's a one-way street for all of us, right? We will all 100% die. I want you looking back on your life and going, man, did I get all the juice out of that orange? Man, did I try a lot of things? Man, did I experiment? Man, did I express myself, this unique self that's only ever been here once? I expressed myself. I made my life something that I enjoyed, right? So rather than this desire 3 times, going to self-doubt, going to regret, What I want to invite you into is desire 3 times into a small action, which then builds confidence. I hear from people all the time, like, well, I would do that, but I don't have the confidence. I don't have the confidence. I'm not confident, that I can do that. Well, of course you're not. You haven't done it yet. Confidence does not come before the doing. That would be awesome if it did, but it don't. It comes after. You have to live through the uncertainty. And an easy way to do that is, again, pick a little 15-minute task. Right? So this is part 1 of your unconventional ways to get out of your own way. Notice when you are getting 3 invitations for something. Again, whether it's from the inside of your mind of like, I should do those dishes. Somebody should do those dishes. It's not my turn to do those dishes, but those dishes are bugging me. That's 3. Get up and do the goddamn dishes. Who cares if it's your turn? Like, your peace of mind is being jeopardized by dishes. That's stupid. Just get up and spend 10 minutes doing the dishes. Right? You need to renegotiate the household agreements, do that later. But for now, your mind is like dishes, dishes, dishes. And I don't know about you guys, but I like doing dishes. I like the sound of the water. I get a lot of good ideas when I do dishes. I don't know. Or like I said, 3 people say to you, hey, do you train dogs for a living? Or, hey, do you, can I get a copy of that poem you wrote for so-and-so's birthday? Or, hey, would you design a logo for me? I don't know, whatever it is people are asking you to do. And you're like, oh, I don't know how to do that. Well, again, if it comes up 3 times, you do, at least enough to start. So say, well, let me experiment. Let me take 15 minutes and see if I can do that. And then notice how you feel. Because you may spend 15 minutes doing something and go like, you know what? This is not for me. I don't like this. I'm not enjoying this. This doesn't feel right. I'm not into it. Great. That's a no. Moving on. Right? Or you may think, wow, that was actually pretty easy. That was kind of fun. I could keep going. Right? Who's with me? Okay, so this is the agreement, right? You think something 3 times, you get 3 invitations from wherever, from other people, from the divine, from whatever. You're going to take a small action right in that moment, 15 minutes right then. And you're like, oh, I'm so busy. You're not so busy that people can't wait 15 minutes. Just do it. Don't even wait till the next morning. Do it right in that moment. Are you writing this down? Are you making a sign for yourself? Desire times 3 equals 15 minutes. Okay. I have another one for you. Okay, you're right. I just want to check, make sure I haven't missed any things. Viking blood. I'm 50% Swedish. Yes, my grandmother was Swedish. Daga Gerda Sofia Broval. Leah says, sorry for the major ouch and grateful it wasn't worse. Me too. Sending best healing vibes. Thank you. Gaynell says, watch the replay. That bandaging looks fierce. Yeah, it's not that bad. I cut my finger on an immersion blender. I wouldn't recommend it, but I'm okay. Judy says, my hand might not look so great, but my hair looks fabulous. Why, thank you, Judy. Vicky says, yikes, hope you're right-handed. I am right-handed, which I'm very grateful for with this, yeah. Shay says, need this, yay. Yeah, Gaynell says, so much comes after the doing. So true, so true. So much comes after the doing and so little comes from rumination. So little comes from rumination. Hi, Lori, great to see you. Okay, so that's part 1. And if you want support in this, sign up for the Get It Done Lab. We start on Saturday. It's an amazing bargain. It's still discounted. It's not quite the early bird price, but it's still a damn good deal. Go to therealsambennett.com/lab, LAB. And if you're watching this at some other time, you'll be able to sign up for the waiting list for the next one. But I'm not going to do another one in 2022. So if you've been thinking about lab, this is your chance. And if you've been thinking about lab and you've been thinking about Get Your Book Done program, you might have a special opportunity to sign up for both at an incredible bargain once you sign up for lab. So just a little thought from there, just a little food for thought there. Summer is an amazing time to get things done. I know most people are like, oh, I'm just going to relax. Oh, I'm just going to kick back. I'll wait till September. Why? This is a great time to get things done. You've got space. Other people are a little more relaxed. You can communicate. It's sunny for us up here in the Northern Hemisphere anyway. It's sunny. And again, I just, lost a family member. September's not guaranteed for any of us. I wouldn't wait. I wouldn't wait. So yeah, sign up for Get It Done Lab. And if you sign up, again, if you try it, and because if you've had the thought 3 times, like, maybe I should try that lab thing. I wonder if Sam's lab thing would help me. Maybe I should try the lab thing. It's a 90-day productivity sprint. You're committing to 15 minutes a day. If you don't do it, fine. Let's say you even do it once. Well, that's 15 minutes more than you spent on it last week. You get a little email every day. You get community, you get support, you get me. It's pretty good stuff. So, and because people, have been signing up over and over again. We have a lot of people in cohort 3 who were in cohort 1 and in cohort 2. They're keeping going with it because it works for them. So this is my invitation to you. Go to therealsambennett.com/lab, LAB. You can see everything all spelled out, everything you get, all the bonuses. And again, if you sign up now, you still get a discount, and you might get a very special offer to join, get your book done as well, because those 2 programs go really well together. If you could see my fingers, you would see that they would be interlocking to express the idea of how well these programs go together. Veronica says, and it's hella fun. It is hella fun. Leah says, Get It Done Lab is heart, heart, heart. June says, I love the lab. I build my whole schedule around our meetings. Oh, that's great, June. Thank you for that. I appreciate that. So if anybody has any more questions about lab, I'm happy to answer them. But now I will tell you the second unconventional way that I want you to get out of your own way. I'm going to use some strong language here because I want to make an impression on you. So the second unconventional way to get out of your own way is to quit believing your own bullshit. You know what I mean? It's like, that friend, we all have this friend. You have a friend who calls you periodically, and they're always telling you about all the stuff they're going to do. Like, I'm going to clean out that basement. I'm going to get to that. I think I'm just going to take all that stuff of my mom's. I'm just going to sell it. I'm going to sell it on eBay because, it's worth money, and I'm just going to sell it. I'm going to write the book. I've got a book inside me, and and you sit and you listen, and you're like, well, that sounds great. Yeah. And you're like, bullshit, she's not going to do it. She's not. She's been telling you the same story for years. You're like, she's never going to sell this stuff on eBay. She's never going to write the book. And we don't call bullshit on our friends because we love our friends. And, it's our job just to be cheerleaders and supportive and go like, okay, that sounds great. That sounds great. Well, here's the thing. You be a better friend to yourself than that. So the next time you find yourself running some line, and you'll recognize it because you've said it before. I'm going to start going to that gym down the street. I don't know why I don't go. It's right there. Okay, you've probably said that 1,000 times. So just knock it off. Call bullshit. Just go, bullshit. I'm not going to that gym. And then get quiet. Why am I not going to that gym? Why do I think it's a good idea if I'm not doing it? Oh, I don't want to. Right, great. Let's cross it off the list. Let's think of some other way to get some exercise. Oh, I could start a little walking club with my neighbors. That seems good. Let's go for a 15-minute walk with the neighbors. I want you to start paying a lot more attention to the quiet, still voice inside than the big, loud, rationalizing voice in your head, than the big, loud, second-guessing voice in your head, than the big, loud, self-critical voice in your head. I want you to dial down the volume on that voice and dial up the volume on the little voice. And I know it's hard because that little voice gets drowned out all the time by everything you see on television, by every billboard, by everything. I know, but that voice. And I recognize it because it always sounds very calm. It just is very, not equitable, not equivocable. What is that? Just calm, just like everything's equal. I don't know what the word is for that. You guys know, what is it? Equanimity. Thank you, Veronica. She's a princess. Yeah, it's a voice of equanimity. And, I'm like, oh no, what if I, go into this audition and I make a fool out of myself? And if I get quiet, the little voice is like, okay. Like she doesn't really have very much to say about much, right? So yeah, what are you willing to call bullshit on yourself for? And part of it is this like, oh, I don't need lab. I don't need lab. I know what to do. I know what to do. I know what to do. I just need to make myself do it. Bullshit. I'm going to call Hornswoggle. No, it's not true. If you could do it by yourself, you would have done it by now. You need more support than you're getting. You need more insight than you're getting. You need more structure than you're getting. You need more mentorship than you're getting. You need more community support than you're getting. Because again, part of the problem is the people that you're surrounding yourself with. We've talked about this before. Your family and friends love you to bits, but they are not going to help you transform your life. They don't know how. So do not go for help to people who are incapable of helping you. Do not ask for support from people who are not capable of giving you support. Quit going to the empty cookie jar. Quit going to the empty cookie jar. They can't help you. Find communities like Lab of people who will totally celebrate even your failures. If you show up and you're like, I haven't done anything, I feel so dumb, I've paid for this course, and I'm just blocking myself, and everybody's going to go, oh my gosh, I know that feeling, oh, me too, and they're going to encourage you and tell you how pretty and great you are, and you're going to be inspired, and eventually you will move forward. I guarantee it. I guarantee it. It doesn't not happen, right? Gaynell says, love and nurture that little gentle, quiet voice of myself and others. That's right. That's right. But it takes a conscious effort. You know, we've been so socialized into believing popular opinion. We've been so socialized into believing that you could waste money or waste time. How could you waste money or waste time? Time just goes places. Money just goes places. It's not like if you don't sign up for Lab, you're going to have an extra $500 at the end of the year. It's going to go somewhere, right? And, you know, you could make your 90-day project to make $1,000. And then you've doubled your money. That'd be fun. I guess it'd be $1,200. That'd be fun, right? Or maybe it's to sell that stuff on eBay. You know, maybe it's to have that garage sale, clean out that spare room and have that garage sale, and you could easily make $1,200. Am I calling you out a little bit? You feeling a little nervous? You feeling like, I think I'm done with Sam today? Yeah, good. As much as I want you to feel loved and feel comfortable, I also want you to feel loved and uncomfortable, because it is your discomfort that will motivate you forward. Right? So here's what we're agreeing to today. We have the thought 3 times, right? Like, oh, maybe I should see the doctor about that thing on my knee. Maybe I should see the doctor about the thing on my knee. Oh, that thing on my knee is kind of bugging me. Maybe I should call the doctor. That's it. Call the doctor. I know you don't want to. I know it's a drag. I know that doctor's not very nice. I know it's expensive. I know. Call the doctor. Do not wait. Don't wait, right? Oh, I should give that sweater to Diana. Oh, Diana would like that sweater. I should give the sweater to Diana. Give the sweater to Diana. Take it out, put it in the car right now. Drive over to her house and give it to her. Just move, right? 15 minutes. Small action and see how I feel. So desire times 3, small action. Immediately. Catching yourself, running your same tape about all the stuff you're going to do or all the reasons you're not doing the thing. Call Hornswoggle. Call bullshit on yourself. And try to tune into that quiet voice, that little voice. And I'm telling you what, if you spend 90 days spending 15 minutes a day in communion with that little voice, you will transform everything. Everything will change for you in amazing ways. It's one of the things that is both thrilling and annoying about the world, is that you are 100% in charge. You can 100% transform your life, your circumstances, your income, your love life, your physical life, everything, but only when you transform what's happening inside. The shift has to happen here first, and then we see the results on the outside. And we see what happens when you try and do it the other way. Like, oh, I'm going to move to a new house or a new city, and that's going to make things different. It doesn't, though, does it? Oh, I'm going to lose weight, and that's going to make things different. But it doesn't, does it? Oh, I just need a windfall. That'll make things different. But it doesn't. The exterior circumstances don't change you. You change, and then your circumstances really can transform. Then that windfall really will make a difference. Then that weight loss really will stick. Then that new town really will offer itself up to you in new ways. But you got to make the shift first. So that's my pitch. Please join me for Get It Done Lab. I don't know how to say it any clearer. Julie says, I'm realizing I just spent an hour journaling the big loud voice. And when we're done, I'll take 15 and just listen to the still, quiet, small voice. That's great. That's great, Julie. Yes, please do that. And there may be some overlap. I mean, your logical brain is so good at so many things. But start with the still small one. Start with the still small one. Gaynell says, this is pure inspiration. My pleasure. That's what we like over here. Julie says, changing the outside instead of the inside is like trying to clean the crumbs off your face in the mirror instead of just wiping your face. Okay, yeah. That more or less holds up. Yeah, I'll go with that. I like it. Good. Does anybody have any other questions? Anything you're struggling with? Anything you're thinking about? We've got a couple minutes here. Maybe you're hopping over to therealsambennett.com/lab, LAB, to sign yourself up today. And I'll tell you, you might be having that like, oh, but I'm afraid I'm going to sign up, but then I'll quit halfway through. That's fine. It may be that the first half is all you need. It may be that the first session is all you need. It may be that just buying the thing is all you need. It often happens. It's happened to me where just purchasing something is an important step on a person's journey, right? Just buying the book and not reading it is an important step on the journey. Obviously, I hope that you'll buy it and use everything and pay attention to all the bonuses and, get every last bit of it. But I trust you, and I trust your own inner guidance. Right. And Veronica says there's no reason not to loop back later. You get lifetime access to the recordings, so you can always go back through it again anytime. Would you hold up the 2 signs again? Yes. So what's happening now, you can do a screenshot of this if you want, is you're desiring something. You have the thought of desire 3 times, but then you get paralyzed by self-doubt and you don't do anything. And then you are consumed by regret. This is not a healthy, happy life, right? What I want to suggest to you is desire something 3 times, take a small action, 15 minutes, that will build confidence, which will make it easier for you to take the steps next time, right? Judy, what would it look like in terms of community if I couldn't ever make the live sessions? Is there a replay Facebook page? There is a Facebook page. There are replays, and you're welcome to, ping me with any questions. I'll be able to answer the questions, on the recordings. And yeah, plenty of people can't be there live. Lots of people who live in other time zones, or it's just not a good time for them. So I haven't really noticed that affecting people's outcomes. Like, people seem to get good results whether they're there live or listening to the replays. So, but we'd love to have you in the group, obviously. Lori says, just too many ideas going around in my head, got all 8 in the quiz on this page. Yeah, well, the first thing we're going to do, Lori, is get clear on what your ideas are. That's the first thing we're going to do in both Get It Done Lab and in Get Your Book Done, is get you some clarity on what it is you're doing, because this is the thing that I'm great at. Like, I don't know how to do everything, but I know how to help you get clarity. And it's the number one thing people are always asking me for. Like, I just need clarity. I just need clarity. I know you've got a million ideas. You're a highly creative person. You will always have a million ideas. So what you need are some mechanisms by which you can sort through your ideas and figure out which one's really going to be profitable for you right now. Profitable emotionally, profitable spiritually, profitable creatively, profitable financially, right? So yeah, that's what we do in the first session, is get you all clear. And of course, if you do the first session and you decide it's not right for you, satisfaction guaranteed, or your tuition cheerfully refunded, and you can keep the bonuses. So, it's a pretty good deal. You get a real life planner like shipped to you, like the hard copy shipped to you. You get 21 days to get out of your own way, which is an amazing little audio program. It's a little 10-minute download for every day for 21 days, talking about perfectionism and family stories and money and all this stuff, all that head trash stuff. People really seem to love it. And some people do the 21 days over and over again. They really, and sort of find that thing of going deeper every time, which is nice. Good. Anything else I can help you with? Anything you're wondering about? I would love to see you in the lab. And like I said, we start this Saturday. So you can jump in after that, but you'll pay more. And I don't know if you'll get the special offer for get your book done if you join later. So don't join later, just join now. What, like it's hard? So therealsambennett.com/lab, LAB. And let's do one more breath to close out this circle. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for your open-heartedness. Thank you for letting me be blunt with you, because I want for you what you tell me you want for yourself. I want for you what you tell me you want for yourself. If you tell me you want to clear that clutter, you want to get your health under control, you want to have better relationships, you want to make more money, then I want that too. I want that too. Yeah, the sessions on Saturday are, yes, 60 to 75 minutes. Sometimes I might go 90 minutes. I will never go over 90 minutes because I don't believe in keeping people for more than 90 minutes. I think it's cruel. Shay says very excited about it. Very excited to have you, Shay. So let's do one more breath. You ready? Let's inhale, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Thank you. Thank you all for doing this with me. Stay away from blenders. Love you guys. Mwah. Bye. Thanks, Veronica.